I have heard your cries and I am here to deliver. Hair care routine. Full in-depth detail, start to finish, let's get it. So quick recap. I had silver hair for a very long time. I had to bleach it, color it, and tone it. I had to do a lot of stuff to it, and it was crying. I have hard water, well water in my area, and ever since I moved to this area, having silver hair was no longer in the cards for your girl. So I stopped bleaching my hair and coloring my hair since February 2019. So I've been fully growing out my virgin hair for, what is it, like 3.5 years already, which is wild. That went so fast. But I did an entire video showing like the growing out process, talking a little bit about it, showing you like the different stages, so that will be in the cards and in the description. So check that out if you haven't already. And before I get into showing everything, I don't want to ramble too much, but one of the reasons I hadn't done this is because, of course, it's storming right now, so we keep getting power outages, but I'm trying to work with it. Anyway, I am a professional hairstylist, but I have to say, like, some of the products I use are like for professionals only, that you can only get at a salon and stuff like that, but a lot of the products I use are not. I know most hairstylists think that like you should only use professional hair products on your hair, but from my experience, in my personal opinion, you do not always need to use professional products to achieve having nice, healthy hair. As far as like at-home stuff. I'm not talking about bleach and color and dye and all that stuff. I'm talking about shampoos, conditioners, heat protectors, and stuff along those lines. I think something we like need to acknowledge in the beauty industry is that like everyone has different resources. My 3 main brands that I use are Pravana, Paul Mitchell, and Ion. And I know Ion makes so many people cringe and they have such a bad reputation, but I actually really like some of their products and I've been using them for years, and I'm gonna keep using what works for me. One last quick thing I want to mention is that every single thing in this video is cruelty-free and vegan, and I can confidently say it's vegan because every single one of these products says 100% vegan on it or is advertised as vegan in their product description. So, whee! Hooray! We love when brands make things easy for us. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start from the shower. Hair washing. Shampoos. Right now I'm using a combination of 2 shampoos. It's very rare for your girl to just use one shampoo or one conditioner or anything. Because I live in an area with well water and hard water, I use a hard water shampoo. This just really helps get those like harmful minerals and chemicals off of your hair, which can cause your hair to be super dry, super brittle, and to just like straight up break. So I'm always gonna have to use some type of like hard water, like purifying shampoo, but I mix that, or sometimes I'll do 2 shampoos if my hair really needs it, but usually I'll just mix everything together. This is the other shampoo I use, and also I'm trying to make my way toward using natural products, as natural as humanly possible. So this is a natural shampoo. It's by Dermachange, the Science of Nature. This is their Thick and Full Hair Growth Shampoo with organic ingredients, paraben-free, fragrance-free, sulfate-free, dye-free, cruelty-free. And it's supposed to lessen hair loss and promote hair growth for thicker, fuller, healthier hair. Trying to transition over, like add some natural stuff in. Even if you're like diluting a not natural product with a natural product, in my head I'm like, it's still better than nothing. So I started using this only for a few months, but I've really liked it so far. I think it's a great option for a natural shampoo. I usually do not like natural hair products, so I do recommend. Almost forgot. So when I shampoo my hair, I split it in half and I do 1 section at a time. That way I can make sure I'm really getting each and every single area of my hair that needs to be washed. I focus like on the front and the hairline and the crown back here and then underneath. I got this tool. It's just like a little head massaging tool and it's silicone. At first it was like kind of sharp, but it's like dulled out a bit. And I just take that and I scrub. For me, I have hand problems. This just makes it so much easier and it feels really nice. And it's like nice because it stimulates your scalp. And I don't know about you guys, but just scrubbing my hands on my head like gives me like, I just hate the feeling of it on my fingertips. So this is just nicer. It makes washing just like, I don't know, a nicer experience, especially when your hair is split in half. You can really like get in there and get a thorough scrub. Now conditioners. I have 3. So I also have the Ion Hard Water Conditioner. I'm not sure, I might be phasing this out just because I feel like I don't necessarily need the conditioner as much anymore now that my hair is almost completely my natural hair color. As long as I'm using the hard water shampoo, I feel like that's more important for my hair. And the main two conditioners that I will continue to be using are the matching conditioner to the shampoo that I talked about, the natural shampoo. It's the Dermachange Thick and Full Hair Growth Conditioner with all the other words on it that I don't feel like repeating right now. It's just the matching conditioner. I like it. It's not something that's like super heavily moisturizing. I find that now that my hair is not bleached, I don't need a crazy moisture, which brings me to this conditioner that I use, which is the Ion Moisture Conditioner, which is great because this is like an intense moisture conditioner. But for me, it's almost a little bit too much now. So mixing it with this, or even the hard water conditioner, gives me just the right amount of conditioning without it like weighing down, being greasy, or leaving like a residue. And I used to leave the conditioner in my hair when it was like color processed. So if you have really processed bleached hair, I'd recommend leaving the conditioner in for like 5 minutes or so. But for me, I have to wash it out right away. So I'll just put it in my hair and rinse it out. I also split my hair in half to do the conditioner, and I only condition from about here down. I hope I'm explaining everything right and that this is helpful. I feel like I always say that. And then I watch it back and I'm like, girl, give yourself more credit. You're doing a good job. Bitch, you're doing a good job. Bitch, you're doing a good job. Okay, get it together. Where are we at? Okay. So when I get out of the shower, I brush my hair with a wet brush. And I probably should have cleaned my brushes a little bit before making this video. Don't look. It's fine. Brushes. So here's like a totally random tip. And obviously, like, you want to keep your brushes like clean. You want to physically wash your brushes. Sometimes you can even bring them in the shower and clean them in there, like whatever's easiest for you. Or just replace your brushes often because they do get a lot of buildup and stuff like that. But I actually have, these are both wet brushes just because I love these for my hair. But I have one that I use when my hair is clean and one that I use when my hair is dirty. When I wash my hair and it's clean, and for the first like 1, 2, maybe 3 days after, I'll only use my clean hairbrush. And then when I start to get more natural oils at the scalp and stuff like that, I start using my dirty hairbrush. Or if I have product in my hair or stuff like that, I'll use my dirty hairbrush. This is so random. I know it's like completely random. And I just did that because it made me just like feel better. Because I was like, man, like you can't clean your brush every single time. You can't like wash your brush every single time you use it, obviously. I have to brush my hair multiple times a day. So I'm like, I don't want to brush my hair with a dirty brush that literally like I just brushed out, you know, my greasy hair right before I washed it. I don't want to use that on my clean hair. And I found that actually doing this really extends my like wash time, and not washing hair as often as possible is like really, really good for your hair. I wash my hair once every 5 days-ish now. I used to be able to extend it a lot longer when I had no natural oils from bleaching my hair, but now I have to wash it a little more often, so about every 5 days. So, when my hair is wet after a shower, I use a color lock, a heat protector, and a leave-in conditioner. A color lock is only needed if you have colored hair. I just spray it on the very, very ends just to keep them like silver, so I don't have to like constantly tone the ends of my hair. The color lock product that I use is the Pravana Nevo, I think that's how it's pronounced, color lock leave-in protectant. So many brands make color protectants. It's really important, especially if you use heat on your hair, because heat will literally like strip a color right out of your hair, especially if it's like a semi-permanent color. Like, you will have zero longevity if you're using heat products, if you're using heat tools. So color lock, just spray a little bit of that on my ends. Heat protector, so I barely use heat on my hair, only on very rare occasions. Like, this is just from sleeping in buns, but you know, if I'm doing a photo shoot or I'm going out, sometimes I'll put heat on my hair. So I'll always spray a heat protector in my hair, just because you never know like what you're gonna be doing that week. So it's like, I feel like I just need to have it in my hair whether I'm using a heat tool or not. So I always use always use a heat protector. This one's by Ion. Heat protecting smoothing spray. I really like this. You can't use it too much because it is like pretty moisturizing. I kind of just spray it like towards the ends of my hair, but heat protectors are always important. Oh, and another option if you're an Ion hater, Desert Essence also makes one. It's the coconut hair diffuser and heat protectant. And I also, Paul Mitchell also makes a heat protector that I will use interchangeably like with the rest of them. Here we have leave-in conditioner. This is the Pravana Nevo Intense Therapy leave-in treatment, and I just do a few sprays like from here down, focusing mostly on my ends. And honestly, Ion makes some really good conditioning products. They make really good deep conditioners, and I really love Ion's leave-in spray conditioner too. I really do. That one is like a little thicker. This one's very liquidy, which I like. The Ion one is more thick, so it just basically depends on like your preferences and your hair needs. So those are actually literally all of the products I use. Now as far as the rest of my routine, like I said, I very, very, very rarely use heat on my hair. That's a huge game changer. So I just sleep with my hair like in a loose like space bun, and I always make sure to use ribbon hair ties that are a little bit too loose. You know, I never wrap my hair tightly because that's not good either. These ribbon hair ties to me are just more gentle on the hair, and you never want to like rip them out. You want to be super gentle with everything that you do with your hair, because over time, even if it doesn't seem like it's doing damage, you can do like breakage and damage over time. I do have like a buns tutorial, which I can link. You should always avoid blow drying your hair with heat if you can. If you do have like kind of bad water in your area, it actually can sometimes be helpful to dry your hair on the cold setting, just to get some of like all the minerals and like all of the chemicals from the water that are sitting on your hair, to help them sit on a little less, you know what I mean? Get them a little dry, just to get it going a little bit. But not using heat, like always the cool set. I will do that sometimes, but I hate blow drying my hair. Like I really do. So I usually just let it rock and just air dry. And I will never ever like fully blow dry my hair, like absolutely not. It would just be like a little quick, you know, once around to help get some of like the water just like out. Or if it's like almost dry and you just need like that extra little blast. But again, always the cold setting or cool setting. I'm trying to think. I trim my hair. I've been trimming it every month or every other month, and I've been doing just micro trims. Like literally when I trim it, it's usually like this, except for the pieces around my face. I'll go a little bit more in, like with the angles and some layers and stuff like that. It's super important to keep your hair trimmed, because the ends will like continue to split and like break up the hair shaft. And I understand that no one wants to get like a full haircut every month, but if you can go in, you know, for dustings more often than a cut, that's super helpful. You know, if you find a stylist that's like skilled in doing dustings, where it's just like, you know, they do micro trims basically, where you're just kind of dusting off the dead ends, that's so helpful. And also a good haircut is like always going to be good for your hair. But I totally get that usually like you don't want to go for a full haircut. You're like, but I want my hair longer, I want it to grow, so why am I getting it cut? This seems so counterproductive. It's because you got to do like little cuts most of the time. I'm pretty sure that I covered everything. I did this all with like no notes and no guide. I'm just going off dome, so I think I got everything. So that's it. Hope I covered everything. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure you turn the post notifications on, because my subscribers are not being notified when I upload. People comment on my posts or come into my lives and like, I really miss your YouTube videos. Like I miss you on YouTube. I'm like, but I'm here. I'm here. Why? Why aren't you showing them that I'm here? I only took a year off. Anyway, love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.